This video is for the people of Gaza because this is the most beautiful view I've seen in my entire life. Look at this! Boats heading to Gaza, heading to Gaza, heading to Gaza, heading to Gaza, heading to Gaza. As far as your eyes can see, there are vessels on the coast. How are you feeling right now? We're coming! We're coming!
This mission is not about us. Everything that we do is for the people of Palestine. No risk that we can face can ever compare to the risk that they are facing every single day. This huge mission, huge organizational work has been brought together in 2 months by some volunteers, unpaid, to try to compensate for what governments have been failing to do. We came back after being deported and detained, and the next day, the work started again for this mission. Basically, this trip is a marathon and not a sprint. Palestinians have been shouting, calling for the world to listen to them for many decades, and people are not listening. This is one tool that we have, and we have to keep trying, because when we stop trying is when we give up. That's when we lose our humanity.
But you don't think calling for Hamas to release the hostages is a pretty good start in terms of ending the atrocities that you were just describing?
But Ash, you're kind of suggesting that Israel should be allowed to starve a population in return for hostages. Does that sound fair to you? That sounds like collective punishment.
Asking if you
yeah, I'm just running by your logic. You're saying if they release the hostages, maybe then the civilians will get food. Right, that's the definition of collective punishment.
Step in terms of some of the demands that Israel has put at the table.
Yeah, but that means Israel are using food as a weapon of war. They're using food as a leveraging tool to get hostages back. Is what you're suggesting? That seems to me like a collective punishment of millions of people. Imagine if somebody applied the same rule to Australia, right? If we've got 24, 25 million Australians. Somebody had an organization had a issue with the Australian government, and the response is, well, let's starve the whole Australian population and then see how you like it. I don't think we'd be having the same conversation, would we?
Look, that wasn't my question, but I think, you know...
Your question was whether if they release the hostages,
whether it would be
people would be more likely to get their food.
To also call for Hamas to release the hostages. That was the question.
Yeah, I'm saying that the premise of the question is ridiculous. We're talking about millions of people that are being starved to death.
Okay. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Yusuf, we are glad to see that you're safe and sound, and interesting to see the role that Australians are also playing